Lobbying is about foresight. About anticipating your opponent's moves.
She's your enemy now.
And devising countermeasures.
How the hell did she manage that?
You're a piece of work, Elizabeth.
I was hired to win. I use whatever resource I have.
It's provocative because the issue of gun legislation is provocative, even though, as you correctly point out, it's not completely the subject of the film, but it's certainly the context of the film, and that governed our kind of broad objective about, you know, when we wanted to try and finish it by, because we didn't want to find ourselves out of sync with the politics.
They will throw you in jail for contempt of Congress!
The winner plots one step ahead of the opposition.
We have to make it personal.
You know the word annihilate? It means reduce to nothing.
I feel quite happy to be at the helm of a story that is, you know, puts a kind of explosive or a detonator at least under that. Not that the film is obviously based particularly on, you know, a true story, a specific circumstance. I think, you know, the only kind of light in the tunnel that I could see is that this might result in a greater political engagement, particularly in a generation that spectacularly didn't step up to use their democratic rights. I'm talking about millennials and people who are coming up, and they're the ones who are going to, you know, reap the benefits of what's happening now, and issues that I think will and do mean a lot to them, like climate change, which is being, you know, hit over the head with a massive hammer and just swept off the table as if it's not relevant to anything. I think will galvanize opinion. You know, the American political system is at least structured in a way that you can wipe the slate clean after 4 years, at least in theory. And I think, you know, it might shift the kind of deadlock. It looks hopeless right now. I mean, the gun issues that the film deals with look as far away from being disturbed by any opposing view to the prevailing one. Here's the paradox. I think the movie is a very, very, very strong story, and that's the first thing you need to do to engage people, I think, is to tell something that a story that works and immerses people and engages them and then gives them something to think about afterwards. That's the world I would hope we would be in.